Hello, welcome back to Beboss Kitchen, and welcome to those of you who are new. I am going to make some pecan squares. We are having a Thanksgiving dinner for our worship team at church tomorrow evening, and my granddaughter Ruthie has nominated me to make the dressing and gravy. But I also want to make these pecan squares to Carrie. She is going to be baking a cake, and Ruthie does some beautiful cakes. Those of you who are not familiar with my granddaughter Ruthie, she also has a YouTube channel. It's called Simply Ruth, and I would love it if you have not subscribed to her channel to go over and give her a sub. And her videos are beautiful. They're very tranquil. They're very short. And I would love it if you would support her. She's 15 years old. Ruthie's very talented. She plays the keyboard at our church and sings, and she loves to cook, and she's just a very creative young lady. So if you will, give her a boost and give her a sub and let her know that her Beboss sent you over. But now I want to get started on my pecan squares, and I'm going to show you the list of ingredients that it takes to make these. Now I do have a video, it's some pecan bars that I had made before, but that's a different recipe. This is totally different. So don't get confused and think I've duplicated my recipe, because I haven't. This is something that came out of Southern Living, and so I'm going to get busy now and get these mixed up and get them in the oven and get them baked. So let's get started. You will need all-purpose flour, confectioner's sugar, butter, brown sugar, honey, heavy whipping cream, and coarsely chopped pecans. Okay, the first thing that I have to do is to sift my flour and my powdered sugar together. Okay, I'm just going to combine this really well. And now I'm going to take my butter that's softened, and I'm going to cut that in. I will post this recipe below in the description box so you know just how much of the ingredients that you need. And I'm going to use a pastry blender now and just cut this butter in until this resembles coarse meal. Okay, now I've got to grease a 9x13 pan, so I'm just going to spray it with some cooking spray. Okay, and then this I will pat out, and also bring it up about 1.5 inches on the sides of my pan. And then just pat it firmly in the bottom of the pan. Okay. I will put this in a 350-degree oven and bake it for about 20 minutes or until the edges are lightly brown, and then I'll be back. Okay, my crust has finished baking. And so now I have to let this cool, and then I'll make a filling to go in it, and it will go back in the oven at that point. But it's lightly brown around the edges. That's what the directions said. It baked for 17 minutes in a 350-degree oven. So when this is cooled off some, I will be back to make the filling to go in, and then I'll put it back in the oven. But I'll be back when it's time to do the filling, so I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, now I will bring my butter and heavy whipping cream, brown sugar, and honey. And I'm going to bring this to a boil. Okay, it's beginning to boil. And so now to this, I will add my nuts. Okay, I will add my pecans to this. And then I'm going to pour this into my crust. And I will put it back in the oven and bake it. This smells really good. You can smell the honey. I hope this turns out good. I've never made this one, so we will see. Okay, now I will pop this in the oven and bake it for 25 to 30 minutes or until it's golden and bubbly, and then I will be back. Okay, my pecan squares are totally cool. They've cooled overnight. And I have cut them. They were kind of hard to cut. I hope I have not overcooked these. But I'm going to do a taste test. So I'm just going to, they look really good. And I don't think they're overdone. I think they're going to be just right. So here is to you, pecan squares. Those are good. Oh my gosh. They are full of nuts, which I love. That is so good. I had never made these before. I made one, like I said, and posted another video. I think they were called pecan bars. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look, but these are called pecan squares. It was a Southern Living recipe that I'd had printed out for a long time. I had never used it. But anyway, this is absolutely wonderful. I thought when I was cutting them, I thought, wow, these are really hard to cut through. I bet they're going to be hard to chew, but they're not. They're good. I hope you will give this recipe a try. If you like pecan pie, this is very similar, but it doesn't have the filling in it because it's cooked all around the nuts. I'm gonna do a close-up and let you see how this looks. See all the pecans? Oh my gosh. Of course it should, because it calls for I think it's 3.5 cups. Yeah, 3.5 cups of pecans. But trust me, this is worth it. Okay, that does it for this video. I've got to get really busy. I'm making dressing and giblet gravy. And so our worship team is having a Thanksgiving dinner at church tonight. And I'm doing the dressing and the gravy thanks to my little Ruthie volunteering me for making the best dressing, she says. So anyway, you may want to watch that video if you're interested in learning how to make just old Southern dressing and gravy. But anyhow, until the next time, this is Beboss saying, may the Lord bless and keep you and your family safe. You take care, and I'm going to see you really soon in another video. Bye.